What's poppin', guys? It's your boy Ashley,
It's your boy Ace Nova. We out here.
and today we're gonna bring you a hot top 10.
Today we're gonna be talking about the top 10 ways to identify a bad Pokemon player.
Now, look, and just to be clear, everyone has done all of these at least once, but if you do most of them or all of them do, you're just bad. So, with that said, let's get to it.
You already know the worst players are the worst rage quitters. They take one loss and they're instantly dropping the N-word and trying to shit on you. You know these players either don't have a Twitter or have a Twitter with no icon. They're probably the first to crave attention and send unsolicited news to their favorite Twitch streamer. I just don't get it. They're pretty shitty in general. Couldn't be me.
This is an excuse as old as time. If these people were half as quick to rematch as they were to throw this ancient treasure at their opponent, then it might actually be believable. But even if it was believable, it's still laughable. Like, why play the game if you don't care? Go read a book or something. Let me play someone that will lose with pride.
Long story short, the telltale sign of a bad player is making bad plays. The thing is, bad players will always make bad plays, lose the game, then not understand why they lost the game. If you don't acknowledge your bad plays, then you won't learn from your mistakes. If you're not learning, then you're not getting better, and the cycle of playing bad will perpetuate itself. So get good quick.
Look, man, no one is perfect, not even Pokemon Showdown. I mean, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon has been out for like, what, a month, and we still don't have moving sprites for new mons? And yeah, sometimes your sprite gets changed around if you didn't save correctly, or you DC, or you know, something like that. But come on, some of you guys treat this fact of life like a lifeline. You didn't get speed crept successfully. Showdown changed you to modest, and you totally would have won otherwise. You didn't make a horrible prediction and choke on dicks. Showdown clicked the wrong move for you. It's a fact that these kind of things happen to everybody, but it seems like they happen a whole lot more the lower you are on the ladder.
You're so bad. The only reason you beat me is because of matchup. I can't lie, it's hard to overcome bad matchup unless you're me or Ash, cough cough, but the issue with complaining about matchup is that matchups and counter teaming are inherent to draft league format. You can complain as much as you want, but if your opponent outpreps you, then you just gotta take that out. Take the heat or get out of the kitchen, bros.
Look, bro, this is YouTube. This isn't your science fair project or a family video. You're here to entertain people. When you don't do a thumbnail or any graphics, you look like you don't care. And when you don't edit your 50-minute draft analysis and draw monotone over it without any music, it's boring as shit. And when you plug those videos 5 times a week in my plug chat, well now you're just pissing me off, man.
I get it. We're all busy. Some of us go to school, some of us have work. But if you're on Discord 24/7 and don't respond to DMs about scheduling battles, you're truly the worst. There are about 170 hours in the week, I think 168 to be specific. It takes at most 2 or 3 hours to build and like 15 to 30 minutes to battle. We all know someone that doesn't get their battles done. Don't let that be you. It's always the worst players.
Look, man, a quick way to gauge how someone is in the draft community is to look at their league involvement, alright? Go check any good draft league player and you will see that they have maintained long-term relationships with their leagues and they play all of their games in a timely fashion. But we aren't here to talk about good players. We're here to talk about the guys who have never finished a season. Now, I see lots of guys mention how many leagues they've been kicked from, citing other coaches as the problem. And to those people, I have an old saying. If you run into one asshole all day, you just met an asshole. But if everyone you run into is an asshole, then newsflash, you're the asshole. But hey, at least you didn't just bounce from the server after a week 2L. If you do that, seriously, man.
Of course you get the burn, crit, flinch, high roll, and freeze on Mega Sceptile. Yes, we all know hacks is annoying. To be honest, we all love it when we get favorable hacks, but hate it when we get hacks. That's just facts. Damn, that was kind of fire. Hacks brings out the worst in bad players. They'll complain about the most minute forms of hacks and complain about how that lost in the game. Like, bro, relax. Yes, I got a burn with Sacred Fire, but it burns half the time. That's not even hacks, that's just unfortunate. Bad players will ignore hacks unless it happens to them. Honestly, we should all get over it. If you get hacks, you get hacked. If it matters, do your best outplay. Personally, I play best when I get hacks. I don't always win, but it forces me to make better plays. Maybe you should try it.
Look, watch any coach from any professional sports after a loss, and you'll see them say something along the lines of, the opponent made the right call, or they brought all the right prep. You ever hear a Pokemon player say that? Nope. If you predict that they stay in and switch to something else, and then they don't, you best believe it's because they're a bad player. They couldn't have possibly read my move, they just made the wrong one. And if he hasn't brought a scarf on that Mon, I would have won, which is so dumb because the Mon doesn't even do that well against me with the, yeah, well shut up man, he brought it and guess what? He beat you with it. So who is the bad player here? Alright guys, and that was our top 10 ways to tell a bad Pokemon player. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Shout out to my boy Nova for coming through and helping me with this. This was a lot of fun to do with him, and I'm glad he could come through. Y'all should definitely go check out his channel. He's awesome. He's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon YouTubers. So, obviously you got to go through and show him the love. We're going to have another top 10 going up on his channel sometime in the future, so you should definitely check that out. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you weren't offended. Y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all the bullshit, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.